What is up, guys? Silver Warrior here, and today we're going to be doing a bit of a different video actually. So normally I talk about silver stacking on my channel if you're new. However, in this video I'm going to actually be talking about some modern US coins that are worth big money. And I've talked about older coins a lot, and especially really high value coins in several of my videos, but I never really took the time to sit down and say, well, what about coins that are actually achievable? What about coins that not anybody can find necessarily, because they are worth a little bit of money and they are a little bit rare, but just coins that are possible to find, and coins that quite possibly some of my viewers may even have without even realizing it. So yeah, this is just going to be the top 5 modern coins worth big money, and do note that this is not the 5 most valuable modern coins, but it's just 5 that I picked out just based on how common they are to find compared to how much they're worth, and just a few other factors like that. And just, how interesting they were as well. Everything like that. And the first coin on this list is going to be the 1984 double ear Lincoln cents. And these are going to be actually worth in good shape around $100. And this is one of 2 errors on this list. And what it is it's a 1984 penny, okay, or cent, that has no mint mark on it because it was produced in the Philadelphia Mint, and up until 2017 they did not put mint marks on their pennies. And the variety or error of this coin is that if you look at Lincoln's ear, you can see that there's actually doubling on it, so it looks like the ear was kind of stamped on twice, and that was due to an error in one of the dies that was striking the coins. And this is, like I said, it's worth a little bit of money, so doesn't sound like too much money, I know, but think about the fact that it is worth about 10,000 times what a penny normally is, so I definitely recommend holding on to it. And then the second coin we'll be talking about is the 1982 no mint mark 10-cent piece, or Roosevelt dime. And the thing is that you might be thinking, well, if it's from the Philadelphia Mint, it has no mint mark, right? But every coin besides cents produced up until 2017 had the P mint mark on it for Philadelphia. So having a 1982 dime with no mint mark is actually an error in of itself. And if you happen to see a dime that's from 1982, just check the back, the lower middle of the back. If you don't see any kind of like letter there, then you could quite possibly have this variety that in good condition does sell for about $50. Now the next couple coins actually kind of go together, and they're interesting because what they are is the 1962 Denver Mint and 1960 Denver Mint 50-cent Benjamin Franklin half-dollar pieces. And what's interesting is that most Benjamin Franklin halves, unless they're like really toned or just in really good condition, don't sell for that much money, especially the ones from the 60s. But Denver Mint kind of had a couple of years where they simply didn't produce that many of these coins, so it's kind of an interesting variety to see in this series. And in good condition, they can sell for $50, or I'm sorry, $60 for the 1962 variety and $80 for the 1960 variety. So definitely, if you see these coins out there, try to grab them, because quite possibly you might see in the next 10 or 15 years these go up astronomically in value as more and more are melted down or just lost due to time. And finally, the last coin I'm going to be talking about here is the only proof coin on this list, and it's the 1981 S Proof Type 2 dollar coin. And you won't usually see proof coins in circulation, so it might be a little bit harder to find this one, but it's interesting because you pretty much never see a proof that's actually worth a lot of money, because of the fact that proofs are much more strictly regulated on how many are made, and you usually see enough of them made where they're really not worth much over what you're paying for, or over the initial numismatic value. They never really gain much. It's kind of dictated by the treasury. So it's kind of interesting to see a proof coin that's actually worth a little bit of money. And the type 1 in good shape maybe is worth $10, but the type 2 in good shape will sell for as much as $75. So if you happen to find a 1981S, check to see if it's a proof or not. Or if you buy proof sets, you might be able to pick up some from local area, whether a flea market or yard sale. You might be able to pick up a proof set that contains this coin that'll end up being worth over $100 due to all the coins in there, including this special variety. And I do hope you enjoyed the video. That is it for this one. Peace, love, and much respect.